Hello, everybody.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Pretty big spot here, opening the card on CBS.
Yeah, it's a big one.
You fired up?
Fired up. Yep.
And obviously the opponent, I think, has got a lot of people fired up. You guys were tagged on social media since you came back, really, that people wanted to see this fight.
Yeah.
So is it nice to kind of finally return and fight a rostered guy again?
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those fights, man, where like I'm excited. I'm excited for this, and I get it. Like when I came back, I was out for years, so I had to start. I fought some, like some guys not in the rankings, and that's on great. And but it's tough to get excited for those kind of fights. You know what I mean? No one really knows who they are. It's almost like a lose-lose situation where like you have to beat them, and if you lose to them, that's terrible. But everyone expects you to win anyways. Now this fight, when the fans and the MMA, the whole MMA scene wants to see this fight, that's exciting, and I can get amped up for that,
And I know both of you are pretty fiery guys. You have intense stare-downs at the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
Your fighting styles are very aggressive,
Yeah.
but it seems like there's almost like this respect where you guys kind of recognize the savage that is your opponent.
Yeah.
Is that kind of cool? Is there that kind of mutual respect
cool.
there?
Yeah. I got respect for him. I know he's got respect for me. I can't say, like I could never. I can't look at you in the eyes and say he's not dangerous. He can't look at you and say I'm not dangerous. We're both dangerous dudes, and there's some dangerous shit's gonna happen out there, and it's probably not gonna leave the fucking first round, honestly. You know what I mean? And so like, what can you say? How can you get all fired up and talk all this shit to each other when you know that one of you is getting knocked out? You know what I mean? So we're gonna let our hands talk. We're gonna let our hands talk.
And it's my understanding that you are all in on MMA for this camp. You kind of stepped away from your job and everything. Can you talk about that decision?
Yeah. I made that decision that I was gonna take time away from my job. And it was hard. It was hard for me to make that decision. I had that level of comfortability working in the union. We make good money. I provide a great living for my family. And it's like, do I want to just fight middle of the road guys at Mohegan Sun once or twice a year for the next couple of years, or do I want to try to make a title run? And I said, I don't want to look back at this. I don't want to look back at myself when I'm, 50 years old and say, man, you were still in your physical prime and you just didn't go for it. I don't ever want that. I don't want to have any of those regrets. So now that I'm giving this everything I got, right? I'm fully committed to this, training more than I've ever trained in my whole life, in better shape than I've ever been in. And and this is what it is. Whatever happens, if I get the belt, I get the belt. If I don't, I don't. But I can lay my head down at night and say I went for it. I went for it.
No doubt, man. And just one more thing about the CBS.
Yeah.
I know your story was something that you shared, your backstory, your time away from MMA to try to raise awareness. And obviously now you're going to be on a pretty large television station.
Yeah.
How nice is that to be able to kind of use an even bigger platform now?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great. And, and I really do feel compelled to use this platform that I have to help people, because it's a real problem, man. We don't have to get into it now. Everyone knows how real it is. Everyone's been affected by it. If you haven't been affected by it, you personally, then you know someone who's been affected by it. Everybody does. Everybody in this room knows somebody that's been affected by that opioid epidemic, man. And it had its hooks in me as bad as it's had its hooks in anybody. And now I get to show the world that, hey, listen, man, like you can put that shit down. You can get right with yourself, get right with your family, get right with whoever you got to get right with God, and you can come back and you can change your life, man. And I'm that example, because it doesn't get worse than what I was. It doesn't get any worse. I was bottom of the barrel. Yep, for sure.
What's up, Brennan over here?
Hello.
One of the loudest environments I've been in the last year was last June. Your return to the Mohegan Sun, when you were walking out, the crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
Do you still expect to be a fan favorite out here in California?
I do. Honestly, I do. I have a pretty solid California following as well. With MMA being a lot more popular out here, and especially when I was spending a lot of time in Huntington Beach, I'm big in this. I surf a lot too, and I used to actually get, one time I had someone paddle up to me out in the lineup, Yo, B, we saw your, I had a knockout on SportsCenter top 10, or it's number one. It's no big deal. No big deal, brother. And, no, I had a guy who was like, yo, we saw your knockout on top 10. I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. It was crazy. But I do have a good fight. I got a lot of people coming out. A lot of my boys flew out. I got a big team here with me. A lot of guys I work with fly out, man. So you can expect some crazy construction workers in the house, man, repping that union money. You know how we do it. And, That's it, man. Yeah, I'll be the house will be rocking. It'll be rocking for me.
Did your daughter make the trip out for this one?
No, daughter didn't make the trip because my girl she's pregnant, very, very pregnant. She's about to pop, so she didn't want to fly. But my daughter's got school, you know. And this is a business trip, you know what I'm saying? This is business, you know. I FaceTime her all day, every day since I've been here, you know.
You went back and forth with your opponent Sabaho Masi a little bit on social media, but you also went back and forth with his teammate Dalton Rasta at AT&T.
Yeah.
At AT&T, not AT&T.
Yeah.
You said that he was next. You might move up to middleweight. You want to take out some ATT guys. Is that true? Do you feel a sense of animosity growing between you and that gym?
I mean, like animosity is not the word. Animosity wouldn't be the word. Like, definitely, because like I'm friendly with these guys. And I think we got mutual respect for each other. But these dudes know These dudes know I'm coming. And these dudes are like, come on then. You want to come? Come on. And I'm saying, all right, I'm coming. They say, all right, we'll be fucking waiting for you. You know? They're not backing down. I'm not backing down. And it's fun, man. We're not going to fucking meet each other in the hallway and fucking shoulder check. That's not how we have to do it. You know, we all know that we're good fighters. We know that we keep it real. And yeah, and it's fun. It's good and fun, but we're serious too. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna run into these dudes and start throwing punches in the hallway. But these dudes know I'm serious. You know, and I know that he will fight me, and he knows I will fight him. You know.
And last thing, what can you tell me about one Mr. Sean Shamrock? How he's influenced you throughout your life, your career, but especially since you've returned to the sport in the last few years? Yeah,
Sean Shamrock. I'm gonna tell you what. I've been friends with Sean Shamrock for a long, long time, man, and. He was one of the guys that helped drag me out of that dark hole. You know, always had my back when I was at my worst, man. And he's doing big things, man. And I'm doing big things now. And Sean, I'm surprised he's not in this room right now, without even telling me. But I know he's here. Yeah, Sean's great, man. If you guys don't know Sean Shamrock, follow Sean Shamrock, man. He's the man. Yeah.
Brennan right here. This was also a nice trip for me to get out here. I'm from Connecticut as well, so we together got to escape some of the cold weather and get away from it. Yes, sir.
-5 right now. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I said, babe, you better put some wood on that wood stove, girl.
And very awesome to get out here, get away from the cold weather.
Oh, yeah.
But this is also a big moment for you and people who know you well. This is the first fight, you know, of coming back and being on the road. We're in California. It's not just another fight at Mohegan Sun with everyone coming to pack out. You know, it's a big fight for you. The first one back. How does it feel? I mean, I know you said you're feeling great, but you know, you're back in the swing of things. You know, on the road again. How's it feel?
It feels good, man. It honestly feels like we didn't miss a beat. I mean, it's been years since we traveled, but I got my same guys with me that I traveled with back then. Them guys sitting right in the back, they go everywhere with me. You know, Greg Rebello, Jay Jodwin. We got Louis Felix here. He was with me. You know, my boy Lou flies out, dude. He was with me when I fought for world title. We got our new buddy back there, Tristan Toronto. He'd be a top prospect.
Fight for CES, no?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
He's a beast. He's fighting in a couple of weeks, man. Bellator should keep an eye on him, get him before someone else gets him, before the bad guys get him. And but it feels good, man. It really feels like we didn't miss a beat, man. We fuck around, we have fun. You know, we do our thing, man. We don't go with the flow. We get our rental car, we get the hell out of here. We go, you know what I'm saying? We go invade local gyms. That's what we do.
All right, and last question for you. I saw in a prior interview that you did some work with Ross Levine, a kickboxer up in New England. What were you able to take away from his craft and implement for this fight? Besides
for bruises and welts and fucking black eyes. No, Ross. I wish I met Ross a long time ago, but you know I know him now, and he's became a fast friend to me. I consider him a teammate now already. We trained a bunch before I left, and I hope to help him with his camps too as much as I can. Probably one of the best strikers, and I've sparred like I tell my guys, like I've sparred everybody. You know, and I spent a lot of time in California over the years sparring at Kings and everywhere. I sparred a lot of guys. And no one ever has really like made me feel like almost helpless like that guy does. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? You know, he's an amazing fighter, and he's a really smart dude. You know, and he's insightful, and he helps me with my mental and my physical, dude. He's a beast. He's an asset for sure. Ross Levine, Ross Turbo, the man. Doc Turbo, as I call him. I'll still double leg his ass though. I hope he sees this. Where you at?
Right here.
My man.
So you said it's probably not going to make it out the first round. Is that your mindset to go in there and just bang?
I'm gonna end up I can game plan as much as I want, and I'm gonna implement some planning, of course. But man, that side of me is gonna come out.
So they say fighting is 90% mental. So how are you mentally preparing yourself to go in there and bang? You trying to end it in the first round?
I'm always looking to end it in the first round. I'm always looking to end it in the first round. It doesn't matter how good a shape I'm in right now, dude. I still don't want to fight 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying, dude? I want to end it quick. The fans want to see me end it quick. I want to end it quick. That's why I'm on the main card, dude. That's why there's no number next to my name. But I'm on this main card. There's plenty of dudes on the undercard that got numbers next to their names. I don't. But who's on the main card? I am. Because I finish fights, and they know that's what they want to see. The fans want to see. I've never not finished a fight in the Bellator cage. Like I said it now, I've said it over and over again. There's nobody with 10-plus wins in the Bellator cage that has a 100% finish rate besides me. That's it, dude. That's it. And that's why I'm on the main card. After 5 years, who else could take 5 years off? Cold turkey, come back and fly off. No.
So that fire that you have.
I didn't plan that. That happened right there.
That fire that you have burning inside of you. How do you keep yourself fueled and you know what I'm saying, and geared up to go face these challenges?
I mean, a lot of it is what I had to overcome to come back here. You know what I mean? And I had to work so hard on every aspect of my life to be able to get back in this cage. Not just like improving like skills in the gym. Like my whole life had to change, dude. I was a bottom of the barrel drug addict, dude. 162 pounds, like soaking wet. I had to change every single thing. So now I'm not going to squander this opportunity, dude. I'm mentally prepared because I went through you can't imagine what the hell I went through mentally just to be sitting here right now. You can't imagine. A fight is nothing. A fight is a joke. It's a fucking joke compared to what I've been through, dude. I'm serious, man. I'm serious about that. Like, all joking aside, this is fun. This is exciting. This is fun. It's not even a mental challenge to me to get ready for this fight because of what I had to come through, man. Yeah.
Brandon, right here. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. 16 wins, 15 finishes. I mean, some fighters have problem finishing their lunch. You seem to just finish fighters with no problem. What goes on in your mind state?
I don't go out there. I don't go out there and do the pitter pat. Point fighting sparring. I don't do the glorified sparring, man. I go out there to finish. And that's why I still have a job here. Over 10 years. I signed with these guys in 2011 or 2012. Dude, it's 2023. And I was like, and I got fired, and I'm back. You know what I'm saying? That's because I finished fights. This is a business. First and foremost, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? And if I was bad for business, I wouldn't be here. I'm fucking good for business. That's why I'm fighting on the main card, because I finish fights. I'm not going the distance. If it goes the distance, both guys should lose. Double L. See ya.
Yeah, to follow that up, you're definitely here for the business. Like you said, they only got 3 fights on the main card, and you're the one to open it up over other people that's on the card who fought for the belt and former title champions. So you're definitely here for business, right?
Yes, sir.
And then last but not least, my 9-year-old daughter wants to know, if you're to win this fight, what's going to be your finishing move?
Finishing move. I think I'm gonna have double boots in. It's gonna be a ground and pound. He's gonna be covered up. I'm gonna have those double boots in, postured on top, fucking raining them down, dude. And I'll be looking at the ref like this.